Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 23 shows Jura going up against Kawaki, and he's stunned and he's kind of surprised that Kawaki's so strong. Before, he used to be able to just one-hit punch him and knock him out, but now he's actually putting up a decent fight, actually being able to dodge his attacks and being able to hurt Jura. So I'm kind of wondering what happens next chapter. What are Jura's options moving forward? He can't kill Kawaki, he wants to kill Boruto because he knows too much, and he needs one of them alive to devour to create the God Tree, to follow his instincts, but on the time being, he's on a bit of a detour. He wants to devour Himawari instead, so until that's fulfilled, he's not going to go after the Otsutsuki, which is why it was so easy. It made so much more sense when he could just swat Kawaki away like a fly, you know what I mean? It was easy for him to show off his strength and to hit Kawaki and get him to back off. But now that Kawaki has been upgraded, now that his full power has been unlocked, now that he can finally stand toe-to-toe up against him, there's absolutely no telling what Jura's thinking in his mind right now. What is the next option for him? You know, it's not like he wants to kill Boruto. But if he goes after Boruto, Kawaki's going to stop him, and he's going to be a pain in his ass. It's not going to be easy for Jura to just go after Boruto. And with Boruto's flying Raijin, he'll be able to teleport anywhere that he so chooses or pleases. So, as long as Kawaki's keeping Jura distracted, Boruto can get away. And then Jura's kind of left out I got to beat Kawaki, but I can't kill him because I need him so that way I can devour him, and so on and so forth. So his only other options are to bring in the other Shinju, that or the Claw Grimes. So he's kind of limited. Now I think that the Claw Grimes make the most sense. It's not impossible for him to ask for help. Maybe he lets out the Claw Grimes and then on their own Hidari and Mamushi decide to pop out. But it's kind of up in the air right now what he's planning to do. He hasn't actually asked for their help from this point, when he was facing off against Boruto, and now he's going after Kawaki. It's kind of unsure how far he needs to be pushed for him to want the other Shinju to help him out, or he needs the backup, I guess. And there's also Arya going after Shinki's Thorn Bulb and Konohamaru with Matsuri's Thorn Bulb, so it kind of, it feels like he's running out of options here. Kawaki stepping in and helping out was a huge blow to him, and if he wants to correct it or to defeat Boruto, to kill him, to stop everything that's kind of messing up with their plans and their wants, he's going to have to make a choice, and the choice could possibly be that he kills Kawaki, or he wants to kill Kawaki. I guess as long as one of them is available, right? Though, if he kills Kawaki, then Boruto's just going to be that much more slippery, and he knows too much. So, it feels like Boruto's the main target, while Kawaki is a knock him out and get rid of him quick kind of a feel to it, if that makes sense. So Jura's really going to focus on how can I kill Boruto, what's the best way to kill him, what's the fastest way, and how do I get rid of Kawaki on the side. Stuff like that. Outside of that, if the other Shinju decide to help, it seems likely that Mamushi would go after Arya and stop the Thorn Bulb over there, and Hidari would go after Konohamaru, Mitsuki, and Sarada, so that way he can maybe devour Sarada, Who knows? But that seems like the direction that they might go in. That's the direction that they might choose. Now, depending on any number of certain circumstances, Jura could show up and help them out or whatnot, but overall, I think Jura's options are limited, especially depending on what he wants to do. I think he could change his mind to let's kill Kawaki instead. He's being annoying to me, and as long as I have Boruto, I can use him to devour or whatnot. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It feels up in the air right now, and I feel like Jura is just kind of gonna get desperate this next chapter, and we'll see how that feels for him. How that desperation comes out of him. What it makes him do out of fear, or maybe out of necessity, you know? It'll go against his own logic to kill Kawaki because he's trying to kill him rather than, I guess, run away. Maybe his ego will pop out and he'll kind of be like, I want to defeat Kawaki one-on-one. I don't want any backup. And that's probably why he hasn't called any up until now, I guess. We'll see next chapter. But let me know what you think. What do you think Jura's options are? What else could he possibly do? Where is it that he can go or essentially change and decide a whole new tactic? I don't think there's a lot. Mainly beat up Kawaki to the point where he's subdued and off to the side, and then go after Boruto and kill him. That seems like the most direct and simple plan, and the rest is everybody else going after him. So we'll have to see then, but let me know what you think. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah,